This boss, the Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly, is already in the chambers this morning, ready to preside over the business of the House. Allow me to hand you over for this live broadcast brought to you by KBC in partnership with PBU. My name is Gladys Mungai. Good morning.
Honorable members, let us pray. Almighty God, who in your wisdom and goodness have appointed the offices of leaders and parliaments for the welfare of society and the just government of the people, we beseech you to behold with your abundant favor as your servants whom you have been pleased to call to the performance of important trusts in this republic. Let your blessings descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our country and of those whose interest you have committed to our charge. Amen. I direct that quorum bell be rung for 10 minutes.
The quorum bell has been rung at the National Assembly this morning, and according to the directives by the Deputy Speaker, currently presiding over the business of the National Assembly, is that a particular quorum bell should be rung for 10 minutes to give members of the National Assembly some leeway to make their way into the chamber this morning to allow the House commence business this morning. This directive on quorum has been guided by the House Standing Orders number 34, subsection 1, that guides the House upon the commencement of business on matters quorum. According to the Standing Orders of the National Assembly, we need at least 50 members to be in the chamber this morning for the commencement of business presided over by the Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Gladys Boss. Before I handed you over to the live proceedings of the chamber, I was just taking you through the highlights in the order of business this morning, where the House is set to consider the Higher Education Loans Board Amendment Bill proposed by Honorable Joyce Kamene. The House is set to resume debate on this afternoon. This bill is seeking to amend the Higher Education Loans Board Act of 1995. The objective of the bill is to amend the Higher Education Loans Board of um, this is Higher Education Loans Board Act number 3 of 1995 to expressly provide that the Higher Education Loans Board shall not deny a loan to a student who has not attained the age of 18 years. The amendment further provides that any student who applies for an education loan and who is under the age of 18 years shall be required to have his or her parents or guardians are co-signatories to the loan agreement so as to ensure that the validity of the loan agreements is in place. According to the sponsor of this bill, this will ensure that university students who have not attained the age of 18 years and who do not yet have national identification cards are allowed to access higher education loans. The amendment will thus ensure that loans are accessible to all eligible university students despite their age. The bill by Honorable Joyce Kamene does not delegate legislative powers and does not limit fundamental rights of freedom. And this bill does not concern county governments in terms of Article 109, subsection 5 of the Constitution, as it does not contain provisions that may affect the functions and the powers of the county governments as yet are set out in the fourth schedule of the Constitution. The move of this bill goes on to outline that universities and other institutions of higher learning is a function of the national government as provided in Part 1 of the fourth schedule of the Constitution, and this does not in any way interfere with the affairs of the county governments. Well, away from the proposals in the Higher Education Loans Amendment Bill, the House this morning is set to consider the report of the financial statement of state corporations in Nyanza region. This is a motion by the Chairperson Public Investment Committee on Matters Governance and Education. The committee, through its chair, is seeking to have the House adopt the report of the Public Investments Committee on Governance and Education on its examination of the reports of the Auditor General on the financial statements of state corporations, that is in the Nyanza region, for the financial year 2018, 2019, 2019, 2020, and 2020, 2021. The committee having laid its report on the table of the House on the 25th day of July 2024. The Political Parties Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bills number 35 of the year 2022, is lined up for consideration this morning. We will be expecting members of the National Assembly to make their contributions in regards to various amendments proposed in the Political Parties Amendment Bill. This is National Assembly Bills number 35 of the year 2022, and this bill is by the Vice Chairperson, Procedure and House Rules Committee. Equally, this morning, the Equalization Fund Administration Bill, this being a bill originating from the Senate, Bill number 14 of the year 2023 by the Chairperson, Departmental Committee on Matters Finance and National Planning, is lined up for consideration this morning. Person to standing orders of the National Assembly, standing orders number 44, subsection 2C. Number of members of parliament are set to request for statements. Honorable Bernard Kitur, the member of parliament for Nandi Hills constituency, is set to request for a statement on the status of illegal organ harvesting in Eldoret City. The statement on illegal harvesting of organs in Eldoret City will be handled by the National Assembly Departmental Committee on Matters Health. Honorable Mashua Waithaka, the Member of Parliament for Kiambu, will be requesting for a statement on the status of internet connectivity in ICT hubs within Kiambu constituency. And the request for statement will be handled by the Committee on Matters Information and Innovation. The House Committee on Administration and Internal Security will be handling the request for statement on security situation in the areas of Tarbaj constituency. This statement will be sought by Honorable Hussein Abdibare, the Member of Parliament for Tarbaj. And finally, understanding orders number 44, subsection 2C, Honorable Omar Mwinyi closes that chapter. The Member of Parliament for Changamwe is set to request a statement on the grievances by employees of Ashton Apparel EPZ Limited and Mombasa Apparel EPZ Limited. The statement that will be sought by Honorable Omar Mwinyi, the Member of Parliament for Changamwe, will be tackled by the Departmental Committee on Matters Labour. This morning, we equally expect the National Assembly to debate the motion on the alleged unfair trade practices by foreign investors in Kenya. This is a motion by the Chairperson, Departmental Committee on Matters Trade, Industry and Cooperatives. And the Chair seeks to have the House adopt the report of the Departmental Committee on Matters Trade, Industry and Cooperatives on the inquiry into the alleged unfair trade practices by foreign investors in Kenya. The Committee on Matters Trade, Cooperatives and Industries
5
laid its
minutes.
report on the table of the House on the 7th March 2024. I gather that the Deputy Speaker has added an extra 5 minutes to the members yet to make their way into the chamber this morning to do exactly that, to allow the House to commence business this morning. And these directives given under Standing Orders number 34 guide the House on matters quorum when the House is commencing business. According to the Standing Orders on matters quorum, the directive of the bell ringing for 5 and 10 minutes have already been given. And upon the lapse of the extra minutes that have been given by the Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Gladys Boss, currently presiding over the business of the National Assembly, is that if there's still no quorum present, the Speaker shall adjourn the House forthwith to the next sitting. Today being a Thursday, in the event that quorum is not attained, the Speaker has no other option other than adjourning this morning's sittings up to the next for the sitting, which is today at around 2:30, at 2:30 p.m. Not at around, at exactly 2:30 p.m. is when the House sits on Thursday. So we are waiting to see if the House is going to raise that pertinent number of 50 to commence business this morning, and the directives that will be given by the Speaker in the event that has not been attained. So currently we have the whipping members of the National Assembly to make their way into the chamber this morning to raise that pertinent number of 50 to allow the House to commence business this morning, failure to which the Deputy Speaker will be forced to adjourn this morning sitting until in the afternoon when the House is yet again lined up for a sitting, today being a Thursday. The third report on the consideration of the audited accounts of specified state corporations is a motion lined up for debate this morning. This motion is by the Chairperson, Public Investments Committee on Matters Social Services, Administration and Agriculture. The committee, through its chair, is seeking to have the House adopt the report of the Public Investments Committee on Social Services, Administration and Agriculture on its consideration of the report of the Auditor General on the financial statements of the following state corporations. The state corporations in question are the Kenyatta National Hospital, the Kenya Medical Supplies Authority, the Kenya Veterinary Board, the National Authority for the Campaign Against Alcohol and Drug Abuse, and finally, the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation. These reports are ranging from the year 2000 all the way to 2013 for KBC, 2017 all the way to 2021 for the National Authority for the Campaign Against Drug Abuse, and for the Kenya Veterinary Board from the year 2018 all the way to 2021, the Kenya Medical Supplies Authority for the year 2017 up to 2019, and the Kenya National Hospital, the Kenyatta National Hospital from 2018 all the way to 2020. These are audit reports in regards to how the state corporations used or utilized the monies allocated to them. The Universities Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bills number 38 of the year 2023 by the Chairperson Public Investment Committee on Matters Governance and Education is lined up for debate this morning. We equally anticipate debate on the report of the extraordinary session of the Sixth Pan-African Parliament, PAP. This is a motion by the member of the Pan-African Parliament that the House notes the report of the Kenyan delegation to the extraordinary session of the Sixth Parliament of the Pan-African Parliament that was held in Midrand in South Africa from the 20th to the 27th of March 2024. The caucus representing a Parliament of Kenya in South Africa laid its report on the table of the House on the 2nd day of May this year. The debate on the report of the performance audit report on the provisions of services to persons with disabilities by the National Council for Persons with Disabilities is expected to take place this morning. This motion is by the Chairperson Public Investment Committee on Social Services, Administration and Agriculture, and the committee on behalf the chairperson on behalf of his committee is seeking to have the House adopt the report of the Public Investments Committee on Matters Administration and Agriculture on its consideration of the performance audit report by the Auditor General on the provision of services to persons with disability, the National Council for Persons with Disability, and this report was laid on the table of the House on the 30th of July 2024. Some movements in the chamber this morning to ascertain whether the quorum has been achieved, and in the event the House is not properly quorated, the Speaker adjourns the House.
Members at the door, please walk in. So we can start. Okay, let us proceed, honorable members. Those members say. First order.
Order number 1, administration of oath. Order number 2, communication from the chair. Order number 3, messages. Order number 4, petitions. Order number 5, papers.
Honorable members, allow me to reorder the order paper. Just before you start, Honorable Osoro, when we get to order number 6, we shall move to order number 8 to 15, and then get back to order number 7. You may proceed, Majority Leader.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay the following papers on the table of the House today, Thursday, November 28th, 2024, in this morning sitting. Reports of the Auditor General and financial statements for the year ended 30th June 2024, and the certificates therein in respect of Mombasa, Nairobi, Addis Ababa Road, Corridor Project Phase 3, number PZI DBO 095, loan number 2100-1500-255546, Kenya National Highways Authority. 2, Mombasa Gate Bridge Construction Project 1, loan agreement number KEP34, Kenya National Highway Authority. 3, Nairobi Metropolitan Services Improvement Project, IDA credit number 5102 KE, State Department for Housing and Urban Development. Number 4, Samatar Wajir Road, project loan number 13451P, 13/779 and 995, Kenya National Highway Authority. Number 5, National Urban Transport Improvement Project, IDA credit number 5140 KE, Kenya Railways Corporation. 6, Horn of Africa Gateway Development Project, grant credit number 6768 KE, State Department for Roads. 7, South Sudan Link Road project, reference number 2020 62065 and BMZ number 2020 83939, Kenya National Highway Authority. Bagamoyo Horohoro Lungalunga Malindi Road project, phase 1, ID number PZI DBO 129, Kenya National Highway Authority. Meril Marsabit Road Rehabilitation Project, KE 00109, loan agreement number KE FED 2009 021 655, Kenya National Highway Authority. Number 10, Nairobi Thika Highway Improvement Project, Lot 3, Government Concessional Loan Agreement number 2009 39, total number 290 129 000 30220 091 0585, Kenya National Highway Authority. 11, National Urban Transport Improvement Project, IDA credit number 5140 KE, Kenya National Highways Authority. Number 12, Nairobi Thika Highway Improvement Project, Lot 1 and 2, credit number 2100 1500 155 44, project number PKEDBO 018, Kenya National Highway Authority. And number 13, Honorable Speaker, improvement of rural roads and market infrastructure in Western Kenya, project credit number BAMZ 200765 123, KFW and Kenya Rural Roads Authority. Number 14, East African Trade and Transport Facilitation Project, IDA credit number 4148 KE, Kenya National Highway Authority. And finally, Honorable Speaker, Arusha Namanga at the River Road Development Project number PZIDBO 040, Kenya National Highway Authority. Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay.
Thank you. Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion. Order number 8, motion, report of the Committee of the Whole House on the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 11 of 2024. Question to be put.
Honorable members, I now put the question that this House do agree with the report of the Committee of the Whole House on its consideration of the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 11 of 2024. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Mover to reply? No, to move.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission Amendment Bill National Assembly Bill number 11 of 2024 be now read at that time. And I also request Honorable Oudo to second.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I second.
I now propose the question, which is that the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 11 of 2024 be now read a third time. I now put the question, which is that the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 11 of 2024 be now read a third time. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
A bill for an act of parliament to amend the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission Act. Order number 9, motion, report of the Committee of the Whole House on the Kenya Roads Board Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 18 of 2024. Question to be put.
Honorable members, I now put the question that this House do agree with the report of the Committee of the Whole House on its consideration of the Kenya Roads Board Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 18 of 2024. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Mover?
Let's finish them. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Rueda.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the Kenya Roads Board Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 18 of 2024, be now read at that time, and I also request the Honorable Ferdinand Wanyonyi to second.
Mr. Speaker, I second.
Honorable members, I propose the question that the Kenya Roads Board Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 18 of 2024 be now read a third time. Thank you, honorable members. I therefore put the question, which is that the Kenya Roads Board Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 18 of 2024 be read a third time. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
A bill for an act of parliament to amend the Kenya Roads Board Act 1999. Order number 10, motion, report of the Committee of the Whole House on the Kenya Revenue Amendment number 2 Bill, National Assembly Bill number 35 of 2024. Question to be put.
Honorable members, I put the question, which is that this House do agree with the report of the Committee of the Whole House on its consideration of the Kenya Revenue Authority Amendment number 2 Bill, National Assembly Bill number 35 of 2024. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Mover?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the Kenya Revenue Authority Amendment Bill number 2, Amendment number 2, I move again, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the Kenya Revenue Authority Amendment number 2, Bill, National Assembly Bill number 35 of 2024 be now read at that time. And I also request the Honorable Rachel Nyamai to second.
Honorable Speaker, I second.
Honorable members, I propose the question, which is that the Kenya Revenue Authority Amendment number 2, Bill, National Assembly Bill number 35 of 2024 be now read a third time. I therefore put the question, which is that the Kenya Revenue Authority Amendment number 2 Bill, National Assembly Bill number 35 of 2023 be now read a third time. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Honorable members, allow me to repeat. There was a slight typo. Let me repeat the question. I therefore put the question, which is that the Kenya Revenue Authority Amendment number 2 Bill, National Assembly Bill number 35 of 2024 be now read a third time. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Next order.
A bill for an act of parliament to amend the Kenya Revenue Authority Act. Order number 11, the Public Finance Management Amendment number 3 bill, National Assembly Bill number 44 of 2024. Question to be put.
Honorable members, I now put the question that the Public Finance Management Amendment number 3 bill, National Assembly Bill number 44 of 2024 be read a second time. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Next order.
A bill for an act of parliament to amend the Public Finance Management Act to provide for financial management in the transfer of functions between Article 187 of the Constitution and for connected purposes. Order number 12, the Public Finance Management Amendment number 4 bill, National Assembly Bill number 45 of 2024, second reading. Question to be put.
Honorable members, I now put the question that the Public Finance Management Amendment number 4 bill, National Assembly Bill number 45 of 2024 be read a second time. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Bill, a bill for an act of parliament to amend the Public Finance Management Act and for connected purposes. Order number 13, the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 48 of 2024, second reading. Question to be put.
Honorable members, I now put the question that the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 48 of 2024 be read a second time. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
A bill for an act of parliament to amend the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act and for connected purposes. Order number 14, the Unclaimed Financial Assets Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 15 of 2024, second reading. Question.
Now put the question. The Unclaimed Financial Assets Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 15 of 2024 be read a second time. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
A bill for an act of parliament to amend the Unclaimed Financial Assets Act and for connected purposes. Order number 15, the Land Control Bill, National Assembly Bill number 39 of 2023, second reading. Question to be put.
Honorable members, I now put the question that the Land Control Bill, National Assembly Bill number 39 of 2023 be read a second time. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
A bill for an act of parliament to regulate certain transactions in land and for connected purposes. Order number 7, questions and statements.
Honorable members, I think we have several statements. A statement to be being requested. Yes, the Honorable Abdi Bare, member for Tarbaj.
Honorable Speaker, pursuant to standing orders, order number 44-2C, I rise to request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Administration and Internal Security regarding the security situation in Sheptakuro area of Tarbaj constituency. Honorable Speaker, on 15 September 2024, an incident of insecurity occurred along Wajir Mandera Road in Sheptakuro area between Kutulo sub-county and Wargadut location. 2 lorries, a Mitsubishi Fuso of registration number KCR 887U and an Isuzu FVR 90 of registration number KDP 723S being driven from Mandera to Wajir were ambushed by unidentified individuals. The attackers set both vehicles ablaze, leaving them completely destroyed, but the drivers managed to escape unscathed. The motive of the heinous act remains unknown, causing fear and anxiety among the locals on the state of security in the area. Honorable Speaker, it is against this background that I request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Administration and Internal Security on the following. 1, a report on the status of investigation into the incident, including whether any arrests have been made since the incident was reported to Kutulo Police Station under OB number 09/15/09/2024. 2, the measures put in place by security agencies to ensure that the Wajir Mandera Road project, which is part of the Horn of Africa Gateway Development Project that is currently ongoing, is not disrupted by further incidents of insecurity. And 3, the long-term strategies in place to address and permanently resolve the persistent issues of insecurity in Tarbaj constituency and the entire region of Kenya. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
I've exercised my discretion to allow the honorable member for Lafi to say something. You're giving me the mic. Yeah.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. May I take this opportunity to thank Honorable Hussein, member for Tarbaj, for coming up with this statement. Madam Speaker, it is a concern. I have an interest on this statement. The owners of the said vehicle, one of the owner comes from my constituency, which is Lefe, and the other one comes from the neighboring constituency, which is Mandera South. This incident happened on September this year. Up to date, we have me and the honorable member and the member for Mandera South. We have been together on this matter, and we have at least make sure that no other incident happen in that area. We have brought the community together, but kindly, Madam Speaker, I want you to help us on this, because since September, we have not get any report concerning on this from the security department. We even went up to the area and had a meeting with the security department, and they have assured us that they will give us report in due course. Almost 4 months later, we don't have any response. So kindly, we request you, the chair of security, to kindly, before we go to recess, to give us a response on this. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Yes, I don't see the chairperson for Committee on Administration and Internal Security, but Majority Whip, I'll leave that to you. But probably they can do what the speaker directed yesterday for a similar case, that instead of writing a letter to the internal security, is to summon the PS.
Indeed, it's true, Honorable Speaker. It may really not be practical to have the response in just about 2 weeks, like you said, because like the Honorable Member has requested, owing to the fact that, Honorable Speaker, we are proceeding for recess and ELA games sometimes next week. But the earliest possible, of course, when we assume, he'll be able to respond appropriately, or even have the
No,
minister
I'm
appointed.
directing
Yeah.
that the relevant committee summons the PS to appear before them, which can be done in the course of next week, so that you're able to dispense with it before recess, so that we don't use the usual format of sending the letter and then waiting for a response, because I think it would be too long if we wait until February. Thank you. Next statement, the member Mashua Waithaka, member for Kiambu.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I stand up to request for a statement regarding the status of internet conductivity in ICT hubs within Kiambu Town constituency. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 44-2C, I wish to request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Communication, Information and Innovation regarding the status of internet connectivity in ICT hubs within Kiambu constituency. Honorable Speaker, in June 2022, the Ministry of Information, Communication and the Digital Economy initiated a partnership with the Kiambu Town Constituency National Government Constituency Development Fund, NGCDF, Office to enhance digital connectivity in 4 youth centers. The partnership aimed to establish fully equipped ICT hubs at Ndumberi Youth Center, Tinganga Youth Center, Kihingo Youth Center, and Geshosho Youth Center, in conjunction with Telecom Kenya. In furtherance of this initiative, on 14th June 2022, the Kiambu Constituency NGCDF office remitted payment of shillings 1,169,257 to Telecom for each of the 4 centers, amounting to a total of 4,677,028 shillings. Honorable Speaker, despite these payments and the critical nature of this project for the youth employment and digital inclusion, Telecom Kenya has either installed the internet services nor provided any explanation for the delay. The constituency office has made multiple follow-up attempts, including formal communication through letters reference KBU/constituency/04/22224 and KBU/CONNST/052/2024 dated 5th September and 23rd October 2024, respectively. However, these efforts have borne no fruit as there has been no communication from Telecom Kenya. Honorable Speaker, it's against this background that I request a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Communication, Information and Innovation on 1, report on the status of the implementation of the project by the ministry, including reasons for failure by Telecom Kenya to install internet services in the 4 youth centers, despite receiving full payments of 4,677,028 shillings. 2, specific plans and implementation timeline for the installation of internet services in all 4 youth centers. And 3, framework for monitoring and ensuring timely implementation of digital infrastructure projects that support the commitment of the government to create an employment for the youth through digital information, including measures to hold service providers accountable for project implementation delays. Honorable Speaker, we really need this to be confirmed so that we can know the status, because we are very ready to implement our youth centers, but we've been frustrated by Telecom Kenya. So I would urge, Madam Speaker, that the chairperson avails this report as soon as possible. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Busia, what is it?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The statement by Mheshimiwa is just coming at the right time when I was hosting the ICT ministry in my constituency. And Madam Speaker, I really invited a lot of youth who are using these ICT hubs. And there's a lot of employment happening in ICT centers. Shockingly, I learned that only 110 constituencies have undertaken this initiative of establishing ICT hubs. So, Madam Speaker, one of the key issues that was raised in that forum was the slow internet the ministry has installed. Madam Speaker, I would like to request you guide us also when they will be answering the issues of ICT hubs in Kiambu. They also address this issue countrywide so that our young people can access faster and reliable internet, Madam Speaker. Thank you.
Again, I think on this issue, the most efficient way, given that we are going on recess, is to actually have the committee summon the PS ICT because they are the ones who can put pressure on Telcom. I think that would be a more efficient way. Do you agree, Honorable Member Okiambu? And so I direct that the Honorable Majority Whip, you ensure that that happens. You don't seem to be taking notes.
Yes, yes, thank you, Madam Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Mugambi?
I think that motion is very important, but I think where we have reached at what His Excellency has been talking about, I think the ministry is letting the president down because this is one of the flagship project of His Excellency the President. There seems to be a bit of disconnect, Madam Speaker, between the constituency offices, between the ministry itself, and what we and who is supposed to be doing what. So I think it's good that you direct as a matter of priority that we need to get a response because some of us are going to implement the ICT centers from these long holidays. We understand that the CDF has released some money. Some of us have gotten some partners, and we are launching this project. My constituency, we are going to launch 5 of them, and we hope by July, where everything will be operational. But with all these issues of telecommunication and internet, if they are not taken in advance, we will not be able to implement the project fully. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Yes, I agree, and I hope that the majority whip whom we've directed to ensure that the ICT committee convenes a meeting in the next week before the recess.
For clarity, Honorable Speaker, that's while I take instructions and must oblige, Honorable Speaker, with the principle of adequate timeline for summon and responses. If the summons are served upon the ICT Ministry tomorrow, for instance, Honorable Speaker, then it means that they'll seek to appear before the committee maybe sometime next week, Monday or Tuesday. We will be proceeding for recess. Then how soon would they be required to make their report tabled or to have the report tabled before this House, Honorable Speaker? It again beats logic. At the end of it all, we'll end up having both reports tabled here in February or sometimes in February. But I agree with you. We'll instruct the committee appropriately and the chairman to summon the ICT ministry.
I think the rule behind, the idea behind the rule or the logic behind the rule that they are given time to respond is when it is something of complexity or that they have to ask another state department. But I think this issue of ICT hubs is on the top of government agenda. I think it's been a subject of discussion among the constituency MPs who have actually been, I mean, it's been put at their desk that it's something they must deliver. And so it's not going to take rocket science for the ministry to be able to respond on it. They must have a list of how many have they done and if they listen to it, the issues. And I think the member for Kiambu will attend that meeting and any other member that has a similar problem, and then it can be resolved because we have to be efficient. Yes, Honorable Pukose.
Madam Speaker, I think with the time limit that we have before we go into recess, this is something that many of us, me included for NDBS, have been following and even had a discussion with the PS, even gave me somebody who was responsible, but without, even with following with that, because my ICT app has been operational, but the problem is the internet. Even with that, it is not been able to actionize. So I thought maybe he needs to present a list of all the constituencies with the ICT hubs and indicate to us what actionable program he has. Because if he just comes to respond in generality, I think it is not going to assist us because we've been following him and the peers, just talks, and is not doing anything. Even the people he gives us, we call them, they promise to do something, but they are not doing anything. And I think it is very frustrating, actually. You go to the constituency, I've even spent money to put the Safaricom to see if it can assist. And you see, Honorable Nguna is also agreeing with me. So I think something has to be done that can be able to be actionable, because they've indicated to us that they have put cyber, this cyber, I think the network, which is supposed to be accessible free through, I think, Kongsa City and all that. But all with that, nothing is happening. And I think, I don't know whether the PS and now the new CS have an idea on how the frustrations Kenyans are going through, especially the youths. Because when the president goes to a place and he says we put ICT hub, it is now people can now be able to access. But on the ground, people know that these things are not working. So it makes whatever statement the president is making to look ridiculous, because people are not, it is not working. People are asking themselves, you see, the head of state has good intentions, but his people, the PS and the CS, they are not doing what they should be able to do with the people within that ministry.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying this is a very urgent matter, Majority Whip. And I think you take the sentiments of Honorable Pukose, and that must be in the letter to the summoning the PS, just explaining that these are the frustrations that members of parliament are facing, and so on, so that he will come with an answer. And doesn't, like I said, doesn't require time. Okay, thank you. Let's move to the next one. The Honorable Member for Nandi Hills, Honorable Bernard Kitur.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Madam Speaker, sorry. I wish to request a statement regarding illegal organ harvesting in Eldoret City. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to Standing Order 44-2C, I wish to request for a statement from the Chairperson of Departmental Committee on Health regarding the alarming rise of illegal organ harvesting, particularly kidney harvesting in Eldoret City and its environs. Honorable Speaker, in June 2024, a distressing case was reported to me by Mrs. Leah Chepkorir regarding her 22-year-old son, Mr. Amon Kipruto Meli. According to the report, her son's kidney was harvested at Medihill Hospital after he was lured by the facility with an offer to donate the organ at a fee of 600,000 shillings. Thereafter, he developed medical complications associated with organ harvesting. Subsequently, this incident was reported to Langas Police Station under OB number 41, dated 31st August 2024. This is just one among many undocumented cases of illegal organ harvesting by a syndicate operating within our country. Multiple reports have implicated Medihill Hospital, which is claimed to be facilitating illegal kidney transplants, organ trafficking, raising significant concerns about possible collusion between the hospital and criminal syndicates who exploit medical infrastructure for illicit organ trade. Honorable Speaker, the legal framework governing organ harvesting in Kenya is outlined in Section 80 of the Health Act, Cap 241. This legislation stipulates penalties of up to 10 million shillings or imprisonment of up to 10 years for organ harvesting or trafficking. However, these penalties appear insufficient to deter perpetrators of this illicit trade, which operates in secrecy. Honorable Speaker, it's against this background that I request for a statement from the Chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Health, addressing the following. 1, the current status of the investigation regarding the case of Mr. Amon Meli reported to Langas Police Station. 2, the scope and the status of the investigation into allegations of illegal kidney harvesting by Medihill Hospital. 3, the measures being implemented to ensure compliance with ethical standards and national laws regarding organ donations and transplants by healthcare institutions. 4, The strategic initiatives undertaken to identify and dismantle local and international criminal syndicates involved in illegal organ harvesting. 5, the protective measures being implemented to safeguard vulnerable population from illegal organ trade. And 6, the comprehensive support framework established for victims and survivors of organ harvesting, including compensation, medical care, and counseling services, along with specific rehabilitation programs currently in place or planned for implementation. I thank you, Madam Speaker.
Member for the chairperson for health, I think, in fact, this is not an issue that you'll ask the Ministry of Health. It's actually an issue with the DCI or the IG. Because I know that I personally also took a family to report a similar incident at Langas police station less than 3 weeks ago. And the OCS confirmed that they've been investigating it for several years. So I think it's an issue that you must talk to the criminal investigators, because it's been going on for quite, the investigations have been 3 years. So I think you'll direct it, actually, summon the IG, because it's the investigations is the issue.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for adding into that. And it's a very weighty matter, Madam Speaker, that the committee will have to do investigation, and will also look at the law, because there is a lacuna in terms of the law in as far as organ transplant is concerned. The bill for by the National Tissue Transplant came to this House, and initially it had issues and it was withdrawn. Currently, we have a bill which is in our drafting office at the pre-publication scrutiny, and we'll be able to have a law that will govern that. But meanwhile, these are very serious allegations that I think even the public must have concern when you talk about people harvesting organs from unsuspecting Kenyans, and even doing organ trafficking, which means it goes even beyond the borders. And therefore, your direction that we have to call the IG, and we'll also have to visit Eldoret, and also go to Langas, where the matter was reported, and find out what have they done. And we'll also need to see this, go to this Medihill Hospital, and look at how many cases they've been able to do organ transplant in that place, and also seek public opinion, members of public, anybody with information to that effect, to volunteer to the committee, so that we can prepare a comprehensive report. In view of the fact that we are going on recess, I would ask Honorable Speaker that using standing order number 1, that this matter does not lapse with the Parliament going on recess, so that the committee during its recess period can do a thorough investigation on this and allow us to report to this House when Parliament resumes from recess. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
I think, Honorable, because you can, as chairperson, you can send a request to the substantive speaker to be allowed to sit during the recess, or at least convene at that time your committee. But there are two aspects here. There is the law that's being developed, but there is also the aspect that criminality has occurred, offenses have occurred as we speak now, which is the illegal organ harvesting. So you look at, I know that Honorable Nyikal and Honorable Nyamai wanted to weigh in on this. Allow Honorable Nyamai, then you, Honorable Nyikal.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I would like to support this statement by the young member of parliament who is very active in this House, and to agree with you, Madam Speaker, that this is not only a health matter, it is a criminal issue. And I am sure that the Honorable Dr. Pokose is equal to the challenge. This is not only happening in Kenya, it is happening in the whole of Africa. Initially, it was about poverty, but now it is about people lengthening their lives by acquiring organs of younger people and believing that when they have these organs of younger people, they can live longer. So I believe that it's a complicated matter that the committee needs not only to be assisted by experts in the Ministry of Health, but to make sure that they go also to the Ministry of Interior, where they weigh on this matter beyond health, because it's not only health. It's about poverty. It's about people's health. It's about people lengthening their lives. It's about crime. So it's a matter that is complicated, but I believe that the Honorable Pokose can deal with this matter. Thank you for giving me a chance, Madam.
Honorable Nyakal.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. This is an extremely important matter before us, and I applaud the honorable member for raising it. And I want to support what the chair of our committee actually indicated. It is actually a criminal matter. It is a professional matter, and therefore we need to look at it. We'll not only look at the police aspects, we'll also have to carefully look at the professional aspect, because for it to happen, professionals must be involved. And it's not just probably one profession, it will be a number of professions. So I think if you are given the time, and our chair can actually seek permission from the substantive speaker, so that we actually look at all aspects of this and make sure that the various laws eventually get into place. The professionals that have been involved is taken to task, and then the criminal aspects also then weigh in. So I really support the move by the member and the suggestion by our chair of the committee.
Honorable Tongoyo.
Honorable Speaker, thank you for giving me an opportunity. Honorable Speaker, the issue raised by the Member of Parliament for Nandi Hill, Nandi Hill, is a very serious issue, Madam Speaker, that should be of bigger concern to all of us and Kenyans. I remember in the last Parliament, Honorable Speaker, there was an issue like this, similar to this, that was actually carried in some of Daily, I think it was Daily Nation or something, to the same effect, accusing the same facility. And around that time, I think it was politics around the corner. So some people, of course, thought maybe it has got something to do with some politics and so on. But having said this, Honorable Speaker, as being said, alluded by the Chair Health, it's true there is a lacuna in law even. And there is a bill by Honorable Mwenje, I think, trying to cure that lacuna. But very unfortunate, I saw last time even in some local newspapers, they had already ran ahead even of the House and said a lot of bad things about it. But notwithstanding that, Honorable Speaker, as it is purely a criminal, this is a case, actually it's a criminal aspect. And I think Kenyans should also be more sensitized about the vice. And with this kind of a lot of disappearance of Kenyans, with then, of course, there is a bigger concern to worry, because there could be a strong correlation with this and even some disappearance of Kenyans. And there has been a lot of allegations relating to the same. So I agree with you. As much as we pursue the legal aspect, I think more importantly also the DCI and investigatory institutions should be able to speed up and have this case investigated to the latter. And of course, culprit should be apprehended if confirmed to be true.
Okay, thank you. Next statement, the Honorable Member for Changamwe, Omar Mwinyi. You have a statement?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 44-2C, I rise to request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Labor regarding the grievances by employees of Ashton Apparel EPZ Limited and the Mombasa Apparel EPZ Limited. Honorable Speaker, on 26 October 2023, I raised concerns in the House regarding unfair labor treatment of employees of Ashton Apparel EPZ Limited and Mombasa Apparel EPZ Limited. Thereafter, you directed the Departmental Committee on Labor to look into the matter. In November 2023, the Departmental Committee on Labor held consultative meetings with the EPZ workers' representatives here in Parliament, where the workers' grievances were first deliberated. On Friday, 2nd February 2024, the workers' representative held a follow-up meeting where a return to work formula was agreed on. Sadly, the employees of the above-mentioned export processing zone, EPZ, companies continue to face significant challenges, including victimization, denial of rights, and hindrance from exercising their freedom to join a union. These actions not only violate their rights, but also discourage the workers from voicing their concerns on issues affecting their welfare. Concerning their welfare, safety, and fair treatment in the workplace, contrary to Article 41 of the Constitution. The persistent violation of workers' rights by the two companies calls for for comprehensive intervention of this House. Honorable Speaker, it is against this background that a request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Labor on the following. First, the status of implementation of the return to work formula agreed on between the Ashton Apparel EPZ Limited, Mombasa Apparel EPZ Limited, and the workers' representative on 2nd February 2024. Two, the challenges faced, if any, in the implementation of the return to work formula agreed on. And three, an inquiry into the alleged violations of constitutional rights of the workers by Ashton Apparel EPZ Limited and Mombasa Apparel EPZ Limited, and recommendation for lasting solutions to the matter. I thank you, Honorable Speaker. And if you may allow, Madam Speaker, I would like to give you the current situation as it stands right now, as it stands. Madam Speaker, it is very unfortunate that the Labour Ministry, which is supposed to be the ministry which safeguards the workers' interest, it is actually the first, which of course is trying to work with the management to thwart any effort the workers have or make to emancipate themselves from victimization and violations of their rights in companies. As we are right now, Madam Speaker, the company has sacked almost 400 employees, and they sack and employ new ones so that they remove all those who are in the union, so that the number which is required is not actually arrived at. So, Madam Speaker, I would like you to direct to have this matter dealt with next week, so that at least before we go for recess, we can actually have something to start on, and maybe even during our recess, Madam Speaker, to carry on until this matter is sorted out. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Okay, Majority Whip, you will ensure that this matter, because I cannot see the Labour, the chairperson for the Committee on Labour, so I'll leave it to you to make sure that you alert them and to take the appropriate action as
Much
requested.
obliged, Honorable Speaker, and I hope the Honorable Muni will understand again the limited timelines that we have to dispense of this matter, but we commit to have it handled the quickest time possible. Thank you very much.
Okay, now the statement by the Honorable Member for Kerusoi South, Honorable Joseph Tanui.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, Deputy Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to read this statement. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 44-2C, I rise to request a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Labor regarding mistreatment and unfair dismissal of employees at Kiptageti Estate, located in Kuresoi South constituency. Honorable Speaker, Kiptagich Tea Estate entered into a collective bargaining agreement, CBA, in January 2023 for 2 years with 150 employees on permanent terms, under which they were to be paid Kenya shillings 18 shillings 46 cents per kilogram of tea plucked. However, the factory violated this agreement by unilaterally reducing the payment to Kenya shillings 8 per kilogram, which is a significant breach of the agreed upon terms. The employees have encountered numerous injustices, including low wages, unfair dismissal, and intimidation through excessive police force when advocating for their rights. Further, the introduction of tea plucking machines has resulted in an abrupt termination without prior consultation, while others have allegedly been pressured into resigning. Honorable Speaker, it is against this background that I seek a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Labor on the following. 1. Measures taken by Kiptagich Tea Estate to reinstate the dismissed tea pluckers and provide them with compensation for unfair dismissal and lost income. Number 2, steps being taken to address the mistreatment, unfair dismissal, violations, and breach of the collective bargaining agreement and employee contracts at Kiptagich Tea Estate. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Again, I think that's under the same Committee on Labor. So I think, Honorable Osoro, you'll ensure that this reaches the chairperson who's not present. Okay, we may proceed to the next order.
Much obliged.
Order number 16, Committee of the Whole House.
Honorable members, you may be seated. We are in the Committee of the Whole House, honorable members, and we'll start with the Public Finance Management Amendment Bill number 3. National Assembly Bill number 44 of 2024. I can see the Chairman Finance is here, so we may proceed.
Clause 2.
I propose the question that clause 2 be part of the bill, Chairman. Chairman Finance.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I beg to move that clause 2 of the bill be amended as proposed. The new section 186G1 by deleting the words the county treasury, appearing immediately after the words control of budget, substituting therefore with the words the national treasury. This proposed amendment is seeking to clarify on the reports submitted to various entities by the accounting office and the county government in case of a transfer of a function from the national government to a county government. It clarifies that the report will be submitted to the national treasury instead of the county treasury. This was more of a drafting error. I beg to move, Honorable Chair.
So now propose the question that clause 2 be amended as proposed by the chair. I don't see any interest in this. So I now put the question that clause 2 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as have that opinion say aye? Will as many as have a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 2 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as have that opinion say aye? Will as many as have a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
New clauses 1A and 1B.
I now call upon the chair to move second reading of the new clause 1A and 1B.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that new clause 1A and 1B be read a second time. Honorable Chair, these new clauses came out of public participation. We've had county governments fail to remit statutory deductions like PYE, like NSSF, like SHE, like pension deductions to that they already deduct from the employees and remitting these statutory deductions to the respective entities, and therefore this requirement will mean that the controller of budget now will not approve withdrawals from the county revenue fund where those statutory deductions have not been remitted to the statutory entities. I beg to move, Honorable Chair.
Let me first of all propose. So I propose the question that new clause 1A and 1B be now read a second time. Honorable Charles, did you want to comment on this?
Chair, I just want to comment and thank the chair for bringing this issue. Actually, this is going to cure and also to bring discipline in terms of the statutory remittance by the employees. So, Madam Chair, many of our staff, and even not our staff here in Parliament, staff in other public institutions have been suffering from delayed remittance of the statutory deductions by the companies, taxes, pension, and social insurance schemes. So, Madam Chair, I fully support Chair, and thank you very much for bringing such an important amendment in this bill. Thank you.
The Honorable Member for Buri, Honorable Indikiri
Yes,
Mugambi.
I think this is a very important amendment, Madam Chair. You know, many organizations are very insensitive when it comes to the welfare of the workers. Madam Speaker, we have seen many people even pass on, and when they go to claim their final dues, they are told there is no submission of their statutory deductions, Madam Speaker, Madam Chair. So this is very important. It's going to bring discipline. And when you see a county is not responding on monthly basis, it shows how irresponsive they are. And I want to suggest that it's not only the counties, it's all the institutions, public institutions, that it need to apply. We have so many universities that have gone down. Many institutions have gone down. Many institutions are being sold out. Many institutions are collapsing, and they're leaving the workers without their benefits. So I support this amendment and request the chair that moving all the public institutions need to be given the same standard of operations. I thank you, Madam Chair.
Sosoro. The Honorable Silvana Sosoro, Majority Whip.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, on the new clause 1A, Honorable Speaker, that, oh, sorry. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I also want to join the other members who've spoken ahead of me in support of what the Honorable Chair for Finance has moved. Honorable Speaker, it is important to realize that the remittance of the statutory deductions is paramount, Honorable Speaker. And the challenge that we've been having, Honorable Speaker, all along is that because of such lacuna in law, the remittance of such statutory deductions has always had, put on trial, Honorable Speaker. And I think this will cure that challenge entirely, give the relevant authorities, including the control of budget, power or a bit of some retributory measures, of course, to even not to approve any withdrawals from the county revenue fund if such deductions have not been remitted, Honorable Speaker. So I also support on that. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Majority Whip. I now put the question that clause 1A, that new clause 1A and 1B be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
New clause 1A.
I now call upon the mover. 1A.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the bill be amended in new clause 1A, Honorable Speaker, the new clause immediately after clause 1A.
Chair, you are going to move second reading because it's a new clause.
Sorry. Honorable Speaker, I beg that the new clause 1A be now read a second time, Honorable Speaker.
I now propose the question that new clause 1A be read a second time. You may now proceed to explain.
Honorable Speaker, thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, the justification of this particular clause is that there is need to increase the timeline for submission of the county fiscal strategy paper to the county assemblies, Honorable Speaker. It's quite paramount, Honorable Speaker, that the amendment of the Public Finance Management Act of 2012 to also increase the period for consideration, Honorable Speaker, of the budget policy statement from 14 to 21 days, which is very necessary, Honorable Speaker, to allow for comprehensive scrutiny of the proposals contained in the statement. Honorable Speaker, the timeline that was 14 days, as it were, Honorable Speaker, is really not sufficient to scrutinize the budget policy statement, Honorable Speaker. And the justification of this new clause, Honorable Speaker, is to at least extend the timeline by another 7 days so that the whole policy statement can be well scrutinized, comprehensively relooked at, and so to get the justifiable end, Honorable Speaker. Thank you very much. I beg to support that, move that.
Thank you, Chairman.
Honorable Speaker, there are two very important policy documents that inform the budget process of national government and county governments. For the national government is a budget policy statement, and for the county government, it's a fiscal strategy paper. So the current provisions in the PFM Act provides for only 14 days for consideration. And therefore you find that committees have to really rush to complete this process, submit to the budget committee within 14 days. Therefore, this extension from 14 days to 21 days will enable both National Assembly and county assemblies to have enough sufficient time to scrutinize these very important policy papers that inform the budgets for national government and for county governments respectively. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Honorable Charles Nguna.
Chair, I just want to support the move and the chair for this very important proposal. Even as parliamentarians, we have been really struggling in terms of producing these policy documents. At most of the time, even if we are struggling and others are struggling, I think it is very difficult for us to understand the whole policy statement. So extension by another 7 days is very important so that we can read, digest, and actually integrate it in our plan. So, Madam Chair, I support.
The Honorable Member for Nyamira County.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I also rise to support the amendment as given by the mover, simply because when things are done in hurry, sometimes we make mistakes. So the moving of the timelines from 14 days to 21 days has got a lot of justification, so that these things, anything that is done in the budget policy paper can be done so well so that there is nothing which can bring problems in between. So, Honorable Speaker, I stand to support, and this will be good for our county governments. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, members. And just for information to the House, we are dealing with Section 117 of the PFM Act, and this one is focusing on the county fiscal strategy paper. We will later come to the BPS at another time, but this is concerning the counties. But now we may proceed. I now propose the question, which is that clause 1A be part of the bill. No, I take this again. I now put the question, which is that clause 1A be read a second time. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now propose the question, which is that clause 1A be part. I propose the question that new clause 1A be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that new clause 1A be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Long title.
I propose the question that the long title be the title of the bill. Chair?
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that the long title of the bill be amended by deleting the word between and substituting the words between the two levels of government, pursuant to. And the justification to this, Honorable Chair, is amendment is to insert words which were omitted during the publication of the bill. It's more of a cleanup, Honorable Chair.
I propose the question that the long title be the title of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. I propose the question that the long title be amended as proposed by the chair. There is no interest in this, so I now put the question that the long title be the long title of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? I now put the question that the long title be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that the long title as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Title.
I propose the question that the title be the title of the bill. No amendment, so I now put the question that the title be the title of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 1.
I propose the question that clause 1 be part of the bill. No amendment, so I put the question that clause 1 be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now call upon the mover to move reporting. Chair.
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Public Finance Management Amendment Bill number 3 of 2024, National Assembly Bill number 44 of 2024, and its approval therefore with amendments.
Honorable members, I now put the question, which is that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Public Finance Management Amendment Number 3 Bill, National Assembly Bill Number 44 of 2024, and its approval with amendments. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Honorable members, you are now going to move to the next bill, which is the Public Finance Management Amendment Number 3 Bill. So, honorable members, you are now moving to the Public Finance Management Amendment Bill Number 4 Bill, National Assembly Bill Number 45 of 2024.
Clause 2.
I propose the question that Clause 2 be part of the bill. Chair?
Honorable Chair, I propose that Clause 2 of the bill be amended in paragraph A. In paragraph A, the proposed new subsection 2C, by reading the word act and substituting therefore with the word provision. And B, in paragraph B, in the proposed new subclause 2CA, by reading the words not later than 5 years from the date of coming to force of this act. This proposed amendment in paragraph A is seeking to provide clarity on the proposed amendment on the effective days of the debt threshold. It cures ambiguity on whether the effective date will be the date of the commencement of the act or the provision as proposed in clause 2A of the bill. This proposed amendment in paragraph B is seeking to cure ambiguity on the proposed new section 2C on the obligation of the Cabinet Secretary taking measures to comply with the debt threshold. As provided in the bill, the use of the words not later than 5 years from the date of coming into force of this act, it might be construed to mean that the measures being taken by the Cabinet Secretary could be taken within 10 years, which is not the intention of the bill. Honorable Chair, this is the debate that we had yesterday, where we are seeking clarity that the adherence to the 55% debt as a percent of GDP in present value terms will have to come in effect within 5 years, and not after 10 years, as may be construed as read probably as currently proposed in the bill. So this provides for that clarity, which was the real intention of the bill. I beg to move on, Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Chair. I propose the question that clause 2 be amended as proposed by the Chair. The Honorable Soro.
Honorable Speaker, I also support the mover's amendment, Honorable Speaker, as proposed by the Chair, Honorable Speaker, because when there is ambiguity in law, Honorable Speaker, it really raises challenges and sometimes it leads to abuse. And it's paramount when you say not later than 5 years from the date of coming into force of this act, Honorable Speaker, and you leave it blankly at times without really specifying the timelines, then you allow people to just abuse it, or the Cabinet Secretary, can even get up to 10 years, Honorable Speaker. So I think this amendment by the mover is quite timely, Honorable Speaker. I support.
Thank you. The Honorable Dr. Pukose, member for Endebess.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I think I want to support the amendment by the chair, and just in the same breath that it clarifies, leaving no ambiguity and no room for doubting on the time duration. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. The Honorable Kasim Tandaza, member for Matuga.
Asante, Mheshimiwa Spika. Naunga mkono yale mabadiliko ambayo mstahiki cha mwenyekiti wa kamati anapendekeza, kwa sababu wakati wowote ambao unapeana wizara nafasi ambayo haijulikani mwanzo na mwisho ni lini, basi wao kawaida huchukua muda wao wa kujitekeleza na kuhakikisha ile jambo halifanyiki kwa muda unaofaa. Kwa hivyo naunga mkono hoja hiyo. Asante.
Asante. Honorable members, I now put the question that clause 2 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 2 I now put the question that clause 2 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 3.
I propose the question that clause 3 be part of the bill. Chair, you have an amendment?
Yes, Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 3 be amended A in paragraph A by deleting the words paragraph G and substituting therefore the words E, and by renumbering the proposed new paragraph H as the paragraph EA, by renumbering the proposed new paragraph I as paragraph EB, in paragraph B in the proposed new subsection 6 by deleting the word subsection 1H appearing immediately after the words contemplated under, and substituting therefore the word subsection 1EA, and lastly, by deleting the word subsection 1H appearing immediately after the words commencement of, and substituting therefore the words subsection 1EA. Honorable Chair, these amendments are seeking to provide a logical flow of the proposed additional functions of the public sector account standards board. Now that you've given them a new function of ensuring migration from cash to accrual accounting, then there is need now to rename how those particular subsection appear in the bill and now as when amended in the act. I beg to move, Honorable Chair.
I propose the question that clause 3 be amended as proposed by the chair. Honorable Charles Nguna, is your interest in this? No?
Please proceed.
I do not see any further interest in this. So I now put the question that clause 3 be amended as proposed by the chairman. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 3 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
New clause 1A.
I now call upon the chairman, the majority leader, to move second reading of that new clause.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that new clause 1A be read a second time.
Would you like to explain before we give a chance, or can I pass to the chair? Chairman, please. Majority leader.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, new clause 1A, Honorable Speaker, the justification is that there is need to increase again the timeline for submission of the county assembly fiscal, to increase, of course, the fiscal strategy paper to the county assemblies. And I'm sorry.
Honorable members, the chair will have his time, but now it is time for the mover. And I think we are moving well.
Sorry, Honorable Speaker, I had Honorable Speaker, you can protect me from the kingpin, Honorable Speaker. I had misplaced.
Member for
my notes.
Emukuru Dikri.
Honorable Speaker,
Emurua, member for Emurua Dikri. Please be orderly.
Honorable Speaker.
You may proceed, Majority Leader.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I had misplaced my notes. Honorable Speaker, the amendment of the Public Finance Management Act of 2012, Honorable Speaker, seeks to increase the period of consideration of the budget policy statement again from 14 days, Honorable Speaker, to 21 days, which is necessary again to allow for comprehensive scrutiny of the proposals contained in the statement. This is the purpose, Honorable Speaker, at least again to extend that timeline from 14, Honorable Speaker, to 21. I mean, one will not lose too much, Honorable Speaker, for waiting at least for another 7 days for people to scrutinize the BPS, Honorable Speaker, and understand it better. Because the hard nature of people, trying to pull through the BPS just within the 14 days, Honorable Speaker, needed to be extended so that people can really understand it. So I beg to move, Honorable Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Soro. I propose the question that new clause 1A be now read a second time. Chairman?
So, Honorable Chair, maybe we are wondering why we have two PFM amendment bills separate. So the PFM bill number 3 that we just passed includes county functions. And that's why we're saying when you transfer funds, they must be accompanied by transfer of funds. And that is why we now move an amendment in that bill to increase the time for the county fiscal paper. But now this other PFM is dealing with the debt anchor, which now, because it doesn't concern counties, doesn't have to go to Senate. So the first bill will obviously have to be transmitted to the Senate. This bill, because it does not contain counties, will only be processed in this House. So that's why now the amendment on budget policy statement processing days be increased from 14 to 21 falls square onto this bill. I wanted to make that clarification why there are two bills separate that amend the same Public Finance and Management Act.
Thank you, Chair. I now put the question that new clause 1A be now read a second time. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now propose the question, which is that new clause 1A be part of the bill. Honorable members, I do not see interest in this, so I will proceed. I put the question that new clause 1A be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as have a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Title.
I propose the question that the title be the title of the bill, and there be no amendment. I now put the question that the title be the title of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as have a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 1.
I propose the question that clause 1 be part of the bill. There be no amendment. I now put the question that clause 1 be part of the bill. Will as many as have that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now call upon the mover to move reporting.
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Public Finance Management Amendment Bill number 4, Bill, National Assembly Bill number 45 of 2024, and its approval therefore with amendments.
Thank you very much, Chair. Honorable members, I now put the question, which is that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Public Finance Management Amendment number 4, Bill, National Assembly Bill number 45 of 2024, and its approval with amendments. Will as many as have that opinion say aye? Will as many as have a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Honorable members, now we are moving to the third. The Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 48 of 2024.
Clause 3.
So I propose the question that clause 3 be part of the bill, Chair. Chairman, I hope you are ready with this, the third one. Please pass the mic to the chairman.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 3 of the bill be amended in the proposed new subsection 4 by deleting the words under appearing immediately after the word doubt except and substituting therefore the word where are and inserting the word for immediately after the word provides. And this, Honorable Speaker, amendment is to provide clarity on this particular provision.
I propose the question that clause 3 be amended as proposed by the chairman. Honorable Nikal, Dr. Nikal.
Chair, I would request that we have more. Just seeking clarity does not give us substance. It is that clarity that is being done through this bill that we need to know what it is. Thank you. So if we get that before we make comments.
I do not see any other interest in this, honorable members. So I now propose the question.
Clarity, and it looks like the mover is actually ready. You know, we are passing extremely important bills in the last few minutes here.
Chair, did you hear what clarification you were seeking? Okay, so you may proceed.
But the
to
chair
answer.
should have had it first. Sorry to say that, but okay.
Sorry, Honorable Chair. Honorable members, clause 3 of the bill, to read it verbatim, it says, section 4 of the principal act is amended by inserting the following new section immediately after subsection 3. For the avoidance of doubt, except under bilateral or multilateral agreements between Government of Kenya and other foreign government agency, entity or multilateral agency, provides use of foreign or international financing. So if you read for the avoidance of doubt, except under, we are changing the word under, so to except where are bilateral or multilateral agreements between governments of Kenya and other foreign agency, entity, or multilateral agency. And when you check now the next words, provides use of foreign, that is not grammatically correct. So we are changing that to provide for use of foreign or multinational financing. That's why I clarified that that was more for logical and grammatical flow of the language. It doesn't change the materiality of the clause, Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Chairman. Would you like to make your comment, Honorable Nikal?
Yes, Chair. Now I'll make my comments. It must be clear to us when we are going to use foreign procurement procedures in our country. So I think I understand that and I know the implications. This is not the time really to discuss whether it is. I think it's the main substance of the bill. But at this point, it makes it clearer what it is saying, and therefore I support it. But the substance of it is a different matter. That probably is passed by time now.
So thank you, Honorable Dr. Nikal. I now put the question, which is that clause 3 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 3 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clauses 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
I propose the question that clauses 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 be part of the bill. No amendment, so I now put the question that clause 4 to 8 be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 9.
I propose the question that clause 9 be part of the bill. Chairman, you have an amendment?
Yes, Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 9 of the bill be amended in paragraph A by deleting the proposed new subsection 4 and substituting therefore with a new subsection, a debarment under this section shall be a specified period of time of not less than 3 years and not exceeding 6 years. And paragraph B, by deleting the expression 5 and substituting therefore the words 4A. This proposed amendment is seeking to provide a range of period of disbarment in line with international best practice. And the second proposed amendment is seeking to correct an error. The Act currently has subsection 5, and the new subsection should therefore be 4A. So the second section is correcting a numbering error, but the first one was now to make sure that the debarred period of entities that involve in illegalities in procurement process, the debarment period adhere to best practice, which is now specified to be a period not less than 3 years and not exceeding 6 years. I beg to move on, Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Chairman. I propose the question that clause 9 be amended as proposed by the chair. I put the question. Honorable members, I put the question that clause 9 is amended, be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 9 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 10.
I propose the question that clause 10 be part of the bill. So no amendment. I now put the question that clause 10 be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 11.
I propose the question that clause 11 be part of the bill. Chairman, you have an amendment.
Yes, Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 11 of the bill be amended in paragraph A in the proposed new subsection 6A by deleting the words less than and substituting therefore the words up to, in paragraph B in the proposed new subsection 15 by inserting the words exhibiting an unfair competition immediately of the word a foreigner, and 2 by deleting the words exhibiting unfair competition appearing immediately after the words as being Kenyan. Honorable Chair, this is seeking to cure. If you read what is provided for in the bill, at section in clause 6A, that any procurement of less than 1 billion shall be awarded to a local farm. So the simple understanding of this would be any procurement of less than 1 billion, which would mean that 1 billion shillings will not be included as the amount that is mandatory to be awarded to a local farm. So now this is providing clarity to saying that all procurement up to 1 million shillings, so it is to 1 billion shillings will be included as the amount that qualifies for local farms, so that there is no any ambiguity. Otherwise, you will have tenders being quoted at 1 billion shillings and saying that local contractors cannot qualify because the law talks about up to 1 billion shillings. So it is to make sure that 1 billion is included as a threshold for as a requirement for tenders that should be solely be won or reserved for local farms. And the other one is, as I said, is to provide clarity and to correct a grammatical error in the drafting. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Thank you very much, Chair. I propose the question that clause 11 be amended as proposed by the Chair. Honorable Soro.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the first proposed amendment tries or tends to cure the lacuna that would exist with the use of the word less than. The word here is less than, which would imply that the exact amount of 1 billion shillings does not fall within the ambit of a local farm or a foreign farm. But the second part, Honorable Speaker, also proposes to clarify that the offense relates to a foreigner exhibiting unfair competition. We all agree of sometimes the issues of unfair competition arising from tenders, Honorable Speaker, where able and well-resourced companies, foreign companies, Honorable Speaker, they elbow out the local companies, Honorable Speaker, because of such ambiguity and lack of clarity, Honorable Speaker, on this in this bill as currently is, or the act as currently is. So this particular part, Honorable Speaker, seeks to clarify that the offense is an offense that relates to a foreigner exhibiting such unfair competition to the detriment of the local contractors, Honorable Speaker, or local business people, Honorable Speaker. So I support, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Charles. Members who want to contribute, you may go to the intervention.
Chair, while I support this clause, Madam Chair, I would like to emphasize the issue. Actually, the chair should have done able, should have included able and competent local farm. We have been giving some of these farms contracts and they end up doing a shoddy job or even delaying execution of services to our people because they don't have capacity and financial muscles to deliver the project. So, Madam Chair, I think we have to come up very strongly and say able, capable, and also competent must be emphasized on this matter. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. The Honorable Ridikiri Mugambi, member for Buri.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I think this is a very important because I've seen many foreigners taking advantage of this clause the way it was before. Because you say up to or less than can mean anything up to 100,000. So I think the committee brought this the best time, particularly now, where we have seen so many foreign companies come here and start doing even the jobs that need to be done by very simple contractors, even in our rural constituencies. One sector that is very common and notorious of this is the road sector, and I'm happy to see our chairman come in, because the laws that are supposed to be done by local contractors have been taken over by foreigners exploiting this clause. So I really commend the committee for making it up to including 1 billion. And therefore, it cuts off the foreigners who misuse that clause for them. I support this clause, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Members, you can make quick comments. Let them be quick. The Honorable Joseph Cherorot, member for Kipkelion. First.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I stand to support the clause of up to 1 billion, Madam Speaker, because in this country, Madam Speaker, we have a lot of foreigners who have taken advantage of Kenyans, especially when it comes to contracts, Madam Speaker. And I want to say that my colleague has mentioned that we have to say those who have got the capacity. I think those who are involved, especially the institutions who are involved in tendering, they are able to do the due diligence with the companies that are going to be given contracts, Madam Speaker. Therefore, I want to say that this clause will protect Kenyans from being exploited by foreigners. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I support the clause.
Thank you. I'm trying to trace the card, your card, the member for Nyamira. Do you have your card? Okay, you may make your comment. Honorable member for Nyamira County.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I rise to support this clause. Chair, Kenyans are also growing. They're growing, those people within our country who also need to grow have been hampered because of the billionaires who come from outside. We need also to protect our people. If this clause remains the way it is, then always our people will be locked out as they have been locked out. So this clause is going to open doors for the Kenyans so that they can also be able to reach and get resources which also belongs to them. Chair, I want to support this one. Thank you.
Honorable Parashina Sakimba, member for Kajiado.
Thank you.
Kajiado South.
Thank you so much. I also just put my voice. I think I also stand to support the amendments from the chair. Madam Speaker or Chair, I think what we needed to see is that I have a very, not even touchable, but evidence whereby the foreigners take advantage of the local, of our local Kenyan business people. And it is because of that part of putting up to, just around that less than. But as we also introduce the up to, we need to ask that if possible, we need to have other things that can check. There's something called special economic zone in Naivasha, and it was given to Turkey. But that Turkey only brought a container, for a small container, and is pretending to have money, but is busy moving in local banks, equity, looking for money. For the last 4 years, he doesn't have anything. So I don't know, even if you put up to, and I this is just to the chair for the committee to check, can you also be having grounds to determine if I mention I have $1 billion, but maybe I have 10,000, what will happen to that foreigner?
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Member for Kajiado South. Honorable members, bearing in mind this is Committee of the Whole, we can make very quick comments because you already passed debate in the second reading. So when you get a chance, make a quick comment so that we can make progress. Honorable Dr. Nyikal. Dr. Nyikal.
Well, can you hear? Okay. On the second bit, what ill is being cured here? Is it somebody misrepresenting himself as being a Kenyan, or the unfair competition. So can that be clear on the B part when we are saying representing himself? Because it appears to me as the ill is misrepresenting themselves as being a Kenyan. Where does the unfair competition then come here? Can I get a little more explanation on that?
You are seeking explanation from the chair.
Yes.
Members, where we are saying that a firm gets awarded a contract, knowing for sure they are not competent. And therefore it's an advantage, it takes time. But this bill is curing to cure that in clauses that, that are further ahead that you have not come to. For example, this time around, clause 14 is putting the responsibility of due diligence, and specifically is even saying that the conduct of due diligence under subsection 1 includes and not limited to obtaining confidential references from persons with whom the tenderer has had prior engagement, visiting the contractor's offices, inspecting the plant and equipment and completed works, in addition confirming the validity of the documents. So this time around, it's not just you fabricating papers and saying you're competent in terms of this, but now the accounting officer would have an obligation to go and verify whether you did those works, to write confidential letters seeking clarification on whether you did that. And if they don't do that, it is an offense. If again the tenderer supplies substandard goods, you'll see further on clause 26 that a person who certifies or delivers substandard goods or works that are incomplete, non-existent, or whose quality is below specifications contained in the contract commits an offense. That offense is punishable by law with a fine of 1 million shillings and an imprisonment not exceeding 10 years. But most importantly, that you're supposed to make good the loss of twice the amount that of that particular contract. So there are hefty fines for not doing due diligence and for awarding a firm that's not competent, and for the firm that has been awarded that knows it's not competent for agreeing or bidding for work that they know they're not qualified to do. And,
Thank you,
and on
Chair.
Abonyikal's question on unfair competition, this is where foreigners have been coming to Kenya and registering a firm as a local firm using a local identification. Now, that is now an offense. If this Honorable House approves these amendments, that will be an offense on both the foreigner and the local who agrees to be used by the foreigner to register a firm to appear like it's a local firm, whereas the beneficial owners of that particular firm are foreigners.
Chair, I think that is very clear explanation. Members, I want to give a chance to the chair, transport, and then we push the question. We've taken so long on this one clause.
Thank you, Honorable
So
Chair.
Chair, please, then we close.
I rise to support this amendment by the Chair. Finance, because Honorable Chair, we've had situations, especially in the road sector, where local contractors are disadvantaged and are not allowed an opportunity to contribute to the construction of roads because of unfair competition, where the foreigners have more capacity, have more commitment. Because one of the things that we see with the members of parliament is that they prefer to work with the foreign contractors. You see a member of parliament lobbying to have their project done by a foreigner. I want to beseech members to support our local contractors so that we can build them to get to a level where they will be able to better their companies, better their lives, and better their ability to compete with the foreigners. Honorable Chair, we must do whatever it takes to support our people so that they are not unfairly disadvantaged in implementing projects that are within their ability. I will cite an example, Chair. When we come to gravel roads, it comes to marraming of our rural roads. These are roads that should not be done, or the projects that should not be done by foreign companies, disguised as local companies. We must allow our people, our local people, to do these projects so that we can be able to better their lives and their.
Thank you very much, Chair. Honorable members, I now put the question, which is that clause 11 be amended as proposed by the Chair. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 11 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clauses 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17.
I propose the question that clause 12 to 17 be part of the bill. There be no amendment. I now put the question that clause 12 to 17 be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 18.
I propose the question that clause 18 be part of the bill. Chairman, Finance.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 18 of the bill be amended in the proposed new subsection 1A by deleting the word authority and substituting therefore with the word accounting officer. Honorable Chair, if you check the clause 18 of the bill, it says that upon completion of an evaluation and successful tender is established, the authority shall notify the other tenderers of their award. But now you realize that the one who is awarding the tenders and who will inform the tenderers is the accounting officer and not the authority. So we are deleting the word authority and substituting therefore with accounting officer. This was more of a drafting error that we're now correcting at this committee of the whole House.
Thank you, Chair. I propose the question that clause 18 be amended as proposed by the Chair. I now put the question that clause 18 be amended as proposed by the Chair. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 18 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clauses 19 and 20.
I propose the question that clause 19 and 20 be part of the bill. No amendment, so I put the question that clause 19 and 20 be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 21.
I propose the question that clause 21 be part of the bill. Chair, Finance, you have an amendment?
Honorable Chair, I propose that clause 21 be amended as per the order paper. Again, this is seeking to do the same thing that I explained in clause 18. The word used there on clause 21 is that clause 21(3), that the authority shall ensure that priority is given to citizen contractors in subcontracting of tenders that have been allocated to citizen contractors. Again, that is should not be done the work of the authority. It is a work of the accounting officer. So we're deleting the word authority and substituting therefore with the word accounting officer.
Thank you. I propose the question that clause 21 be amended as proposed by the Chair. I now put the question that clause 21 be amended as proposed by the Chair. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 21 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clauses 22 and 23.
I propose the question that clause 22 and 23 be part of the bill. There be no amendment. I put the question that clause 22 and 23 be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 24.
I propose the question that clause 24 be part of the bill. Chair, Finance, you have an amendment?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I beg to move that clause 24 of the bill be amended paragraph A by reading the expression 7A and substituting therefore with expression 8A. This is to cure a referencing error. The reference to the act should be 8A and not 7A. And therefore, that's why we are substituting 7A with 8A to correct that cross-reference.
Thank you, Chair. I propose the question that clause 24 be amended as proposed by the Chairman. I now put the question that clause 24 be amended as proposed by the Chair. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 24 be as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as our contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 24, proposed amendment.
25.
Clause 25, no amendment proposed.
I propose the question that clause 25 be part of the bill. There being no amendment, I now put the question that clause 25 be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 26.
I propose the question that clause 26 be part of the bill. Chairman, you have an amendment.
Yes, Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 26 of the bill be amended paragraph A by deleting paragraph 2. This part 8 is providing for classified procurement methods and procedures and does not contain any orders issued either by the authority or the review board. So part that is what 9 deals with the methods of procurement of goods and works and services. So again, it is seeking to provide for clarification on the responsibilities of this particular different procurement methods. I beg to move on, Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Chair. I propose the question that clause 26 be amended as proposed by the Chair. I do not see any interest in this, so I put the question that clause 26 be amended as proposed by the Chair. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 26 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 27.
I propose the question that clause 27 be part of the bill. Chair, you have an amendment.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 27 of the bill be amended in the proposed new section 177 in subsection 1A1 by reading the words not less than appearing immediately after the words a term of and substituting therefore the words not exceeding. Honorable Chair, this amendment is seeking to rationalize the penal provision for a natural person and to make it commensurate to the offense. So it's on the bill, if you read 177A1, it's a person in a natural person. These are on the penalties for various offenses. A fine not exceeding 1 million shillings or to imprisonment for a term of not less than 10 years or to both. So this now changing not less than to a term of and subject therefore with not exceeding, not just in line with good legal drafting, but is also seeking to provide for that penal provision for a natural person to be commensurate to the offense that could have been committed.
Thank you, Chair. Honorable members, I propose the question, which is clause 27, be amended as proposed by the Chair. The Honorable Silvanus Osoro, Majority Whip.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, when we talk about the commensurate, that the retributive nature is commensurate to the offense, what we mean, Honorable Chair, is that you really cannot have similar terms of penalties of a chicken thief with a person that murders. Because when you leave the words not less than, then you leave it, you give the trial chamber an open check to define the number of years they can actually decide to give this person. They even give this person 30 years or even 50 years, Honorable Speaker. That is very punitive. And that is why these are the words of a term not exceeding, it is commensurate because they can't now then exceed 10 years when they want to punish those offenders, Honorable Speaker. So the justification is very clear. Not less than leaves it open, very dangerous, and if you get a malicious bench, they can actually give this person up to 100 years, which is quite challenging, Honorable Speaker, and it's not really commensurate to the, to the charges. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I support.
Thank you very much for that justification, honorable members. I now put the question that clause 27 be amended as proposed by the Chair. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 27 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 2.
I propose the question that clause 2 be part of the bill. Chairman Finance, you have an amendment.
Clause? No.
Chair,
clause 2, yes.
Clause
Honorable Chair,
two as amendments,
Yes.
two amendments, actually.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 2 of the bill is amended by deleting paragraph A, and substituting therefore the new paragraph A in the definition of asset by inserting the words "a virtual or digital assets" immediately after the property rights, and in paragraph B by deleting the words "local farm," and substituting therefore the following new definition that now a local farm would mean a company incorporated in Kenya under the Companies Act or, excuse me, or any other written law whose shareholding is wholly owned by Kenya. Honorable Chair, this inclusion of the term digital assets is to include other assets such as cryptocurrencies, token codes, number or other numbers held in digital form and generated through cryptographic means or otherwise. The proposed definition of local farm is limit the act to companies incorporated under the Companies Act. Therefore, the definition of assets to be recognized also in the definition of the word asset.
Thank you, Chair. Honorable members, I propose the question that clause 2 be amended as proposed by the Chair. Honorable Irene Mayaka.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Chair, I would also like to support this amendment on the first part in terms of the virtual assets, because virtual and digital, because this then will be in line with the current standards that we have in the rest of the world, but also a challenge to the Chair Finance in terms of us having forward conversations on including cryptocurrency as a legal tender in our country, so that this also goes in line with this as well. On the second part, also I support that, because majority of the young people in this country do not have companies, they have partnerships. So this will also be incorporating them and ensuring that they're also beneficiaries of this particular new law. Thank you.
Honorable Dr. Makalimulu, member for Kitui Central.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, I think I didn't want to contribute to this.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
The Honorable Silvanus Osoro, Majority Whip.
Thank you very much. Honorable Chair, I wanted, I think perhaps it may have missed the Honorable Rene Mayaka, that when the term that is used, digital assets, it carries everything with it. It carries the issue of cryptocurrencies, it carries the token code, and several other digital forms or formats. So when they say digital assets, I just wanted to clarify. It actually carries, because her concern was on the cryptocurrency specifically. And I wanted to just inform her that it may have missed her, that it also includes the cryptocurrency, Honorable Speaker. I beg to support.
Thank you. Last one by the Honorable Charles Ngusia, member for Mwingi West. Is your intention to speak on this one?
Sorry, Chair.
Not on this one?
It's very clear and straight.
Thank you very much. Honorable members, I now put the question that clause 2 be amended as proposed by the Chair. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? There is have it. I now put the question that clause 2 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? There is have it.
Title.
I propose the question that the title be the title of the bill. I now put the question that the title be the title of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? There is have it.
Clause 1.
I propose the question that clause 1 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 1 be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? There is have it. Honorable members, I now call upon the mover to move reporting. What is out of order, Honorable Dr. Nyikal? Please give him the mic so that we can hear him.
This thing is, okay, we passed, but maybe I've missed it, but what we seem to be correcting in 27 is already there, so I don't really see what we are correcting, unless we are talking about B, because we are saying removing the word not exceeding, the word not less than, and putting not exceeding, but what is in 127, 177A is actually the word not exceeding. So I'm not exactly quite sure what exactly we did there.
So, Honorable Dr. Nikal, Chair, Finance.
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the consideration of the Public Procurement and Assets Disposal Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 48 of 2024, and its approval thereof with amendments.
Thank you very much, Chair. Honorable members, I now put the question, which is that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 48 of 2024, and its approval thereof with amendments. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Honorable members, Mr. Speaker.
Very good. Very well, honorable members, we may take our places. Very well, honorable members. Let's call upon the chairperson to report. And we are beginning with the Public Finance Management
Amendment number 3 Bill, National Assembly Bill, number 44 of 2024. Chairperson.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to report that the Committee of the Whole House has considered the Public Finance Management Amendment number 3 Bill, National Assembly Bill number 44 of 2024, and approved the same with amendments.
Very well, Chairperson. Let me call upon the mover of the bill.
Honorable Chair, I would like to thank the members of the Committee of the Whole House for their good contribution of this, and the clarification they sought, of course, helps us understand much better the bill. I would like to appreciate the remarks by Honorable CPA Mayaka, and I want to notify you that the recognition of virtual assets and digital assets are legal tender in this republic is a discussion that the Committee of Finance and National Planning is very well versed of. We have proposed a bill that is before the Budget Parliamentary Office and before the Budget Committee for money bill certification. So when you come back from a short recess, you should be seeing a bill from us, seeking to establish a virtual asset regulatory authority to regulate a virtual asset in this country. We are the leaders actually in users of virtual assets and digital assets across the only country that ahead of us is only Nigeria and South Africa. And therefore, the risk of having these assets being operation in our country without proper legal framework is a huge risk, even to matters of anti-corruption and money laundering. And therefore, we have always provided a lead as a country in terms of financial institutions, and we will also be a leader in establishing a financial institution to manage the matters of virtual assets and digital currencies. So, Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. I also request Honorable Murithania to second the motion for agreement with the report of the Committee of the Whole House.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I second.
Very well, honorable members. I now propose the question, which is that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. And therefore, honorable members, we shall postpone putting of the question to the next session. We now proceed to the Public Finance Management Amendment number 4, Bill, National Assembly Bill number 45 of 2024.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to report that the Committee of the Whole House has considered Public Finance Management Amendment number 4, Bill, National Assembly Bill number 45 of 2024, and approved the same with amendments. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Mover.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the Public Finance Management number 3, National Assembly Bill number 44 of 2024, now be read a third time, and I request Honorable Justice Lemengit.
Order. You may take that again. Please, clerk, give him the requisite notes he needs to use.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and sorry for that. I beg to move, Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that this House do agree with the committee in the said report, and I request Honorable Joseph, the MP for Mugwen, to second the motion for agreement with the report on the committee of the whole House.
Honorable Speaker, I second. Thank you.
Very well, honorable members. I now propose the question, which is that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. Again, honorable members, we postpone the putting of the question to the next session. And finally, let's deal with the Public Procurement and Assets Disposal Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 48 of 2024. Chairperson.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to report that the Committee of the Whole House has considered the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 48 of 2024, and its approval thereof with amendments. Thank you, Speaker.
Mover.
Honorable Speaker, again, I really want to thank the committee for the great discussion that we had yesterday during the second reading, and the great insights that you've given and you've reached this this bill on ensuring that procurement in this country benefits Kenyans, and that procurement can be used as a tool of economic development, making sure that we seal all the loopholes that are used by unscrupulous contractors and tenderers to reap off money that belongs to Kenyans by denying us the value for money for our projects, for delayed projects, and also for delayed payments. So we are hoping that this bill now address all those particular matters, and look forward to seeing the accounting officers and entities making sure that they adhere to the law, hopefully that this bill passes through the third reading. So, Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 48 of 2024, be I beg to, Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the House do agree with the committee in the said report, and I ask the Honorable Laisula Nesuda to second. Honorable Speaker, I request the Honorable Laisula Nesuda to second.
Is she in the House?
Yes.
Honorable Lesuda. Put her on record, please. She's not on record. Mike. Any mic near that? Please, any mic around that area? Any other mic? Very well, there's one ahead. Very well, proceed.
I strongly second.
Very well. Honorable members, I now propose the question, which is that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. And again, honorable members, we shall postpone putting the question to the next session. Next order.
Order number 17, the Higher Education Loans Board Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 58 of 2022. Resumption of debate.
Mover. Had you been seconded? It's time to second now. So nominate a person to second for you.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I would like to request the Honorable Member of Parliament for Mingi West, Honorable Charles Nguna, to second the motion.
Charles Nguna.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to second this motion by indomitable lady from Machakos, Cowden Joyce Kamene. Actually, Machakos people should be proud of having such a monthly Cowden MP because she is factoring almost everybody who is in school. Madam Speaker, the Higher Education Loans Board, Higher Education Loans Board bill is just seeking to amend Act number 3 of 1995, which exclude students who are under 18 years from accessing the loan. And Mr. Speaker, doing education early is not a crime for people. I am one example of a person who finished secondary education before the age of 18, and I joined university at the age of 17, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you know the background of our students. Some of them come from a very poor background and they need these loans actually to access the facility so that they can continue with their studies. And being at the age below 18 years, you cannot access this credit facility, Madam Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, that is why I am saying it is important to follow the Constitution of 2010, which actually says nobody should be discriminated under any grounds. And by this law, which came 1995, discriminating the students who are under 18, not accessing this loan, it is amounting to discrimination. And we are breaking the Constitution of 2010. Everybody in this country must be treated fairly and equally without discrimination, Mr. Speaker. We are requesting the bill to be amended so that even if the student has not achieved the age of 18, you can use your guardian and your parents as co-signatories so that all of them can access the loan. And with those few remarks, I strongly second this motion, Mr. Speaker. I urge all the members who are in the House to second it and also approve it. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Bring me the document. Very well, honorable members. I now propose the question that the higher education bill number 58 of 2022